Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Baby girl is going to be here very soon, like literally in a week, or she could come sooner if she wanted to, but as you can tell, she's ready to pop out. But yeah, we're excited and nervous and feeling all the emotions this time, but I wanted to make this video about my coloring book collection. So as you can see, I have a lot. And these are all coloring books that I have bought since living in Japan, and some that I bought online from Amazon too, just maybe like two of them, and one that I bought at a dollar store here. And I wanted to go through them because they're so pretty, they're so pleasant to look at, the details and the certain themes that each one has. It's just like, I don't know, I'll be honest, I haven't colored in all of them. I really just like looking at them. I like looking at them for inspiration too, for my own artwork, because I really like the art style in these. But there are a few that I did fill out some pages, so I shall show you. Here we go. Okay, so we'll start off with one that I bought in, there's a dollar store here in Japan called Seria, and everything pretty much costs like 100 yen, or sometimes it costs like 110 yen. But this is one of the very first ones that I bought. I put post-its on each coloring book here because, well, I just want to make sure that I can translate it for you guys. But this one is called Fun Coloring: The Great Adventures of Twin Rabbits. So there's always going to be like a rabbit or two on each page, or other animals. And I don't know the artist's name. I tried to look in here. I really couldn't find who was the one that made these beautiful illustrations. But you're gonna see that in a lot of most of these coloring books, it's all animals. I love drawing animals, illustrating them. But I just love when people bring them to life with like human-like things, like them eating or them cooking and things like that. So this is the first book, and it translates to The Great Adventures of Twin Rabbits. And when you open it, you can see that there's some step-by-steps on like, or basics on how to color with coloring books, or you can, coloring pencils, or you can even use crayons honestly. And it gives a story behind what the book is about, and what characters you see, and what their names are. So this is a page I finished here. As you can tell, it's a bit while ago. One that I started with my husband's sister, but we never finished it. And then I just have not touched the other pages, but as you can tell, each page has a certain theme to it, from being outside to being inside a home, certain animals. You're going to see that a lot of my coloring books actually are mostly animals, and I really just love anything that has to do with animals, with drawing them, or just getting inspiration from these. I generally just sometimes just like looking at this for inspiration, because sometimes I'm like, I don't know what to draw, or what kind of setting. But yeah, and then towards the end, it gives you kind of like samples on what colors the person used here. I wish that there was the name of the artist. I can't seem to find the name at all here. I hope sometime, some point, maybe I should look online. That's the first one. The second one I have here is called Kuma's Country Coloring Book. That's literally what translates from here. And it's made by Chipu. And this person actually has a Instagram page, so I will put it in the link below if you want to see more of this artist's artwork online. But as you can tell, they have a theme of polar bears. And in the first couple pages, they have samples of what colors they use and how they illustrated it. Like, it is super, 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 super detailed. Very, very detailed. Here's some more examples, and each drawing has a title to it as well. It's so pretty. So it's got a lot of samples to see what colors you can use yourself when you start coloring. And then once we get past these pages, they give a general breakdown of like each name of the characters here. And yeah, and then just some coloring basics. And as you can tell, I have not colored in this whatsoever. However, as I mentioned before, I looked at these a lot for inspiration. And the good thing about these is actually you can take these out if you wanted to. And you can even use alcohol markers on these because there's no, coloring page here. So you just have to make sure that you get a paper or some kind of plastic thing to make sure it doesn't bleed through if you do use alcohol markers. But these are so pretty. Such a nice theme of the polar bears or bears in different settings, different actions. And this also takes you through like different seasons. This one is faced horizontal. They're at a little food market. Just everything is so cute. So I'll just skim through here. And yeah. Okay, so the next one I have is actually a really popular one. I saw, this is called Bobby Goods, and it's by a girl that I found on TikTok, and I've seen that her books are so popular throughout TikTok or YouTube or Instagram. And so I went out of my way to buy one on Amazon. Come to find out, this isn't a real one. This isn't the official one, apparently. And because I knew this because as I was coloring here, there was like missing lines and stuff, whereas like the official coloring book by Bobby Goods, it doesn't have any missing lines. However, it says it is copyrighted, so I'm not really sure if this is like the real one or not. However, this one is a lot more simplified than the ones that I showed you before this. So much more simple. And I do like that I can use alcohol markers on this. I use it mostly throughout all of these. And of course I put a page here to make sure it doesn't bleed through. But this is the first one that I did. Here's the next one. So cute. Again, animal setting, doing live things. I was using color pencil here and I just honestly just never finished. Here's another one. Looks like a fall season with pumpkins. This one took a while. I actually tried to put details. Using alcohol markers is, I feel like it's such a skill. I know people get really into it and they even use like white gel pens or white gel or like white markers for highlighting. Like when it comes to coloring, it's like, I'm not there, to be honest. But it's okay. I enjoy it. It's relaxing. So you can tell that I did do a lot here. I really don't mind coloring in here, whereas the other ones, because I find that like this one is so much more, it's very detailed, and there's so much details I want to capture when I'm drawing my own drawings. So whereas this one, I just enjoy coloring, using alcohol markers for relaxation. As you can tell, there's a lot of pages. Many pages. I think this is the last one I was working on. I have not finished it. I don't even remember when I started it. It was sometime over the summer. But yeah, here's another one. I'm gonna post it with notes on what it says here. This one is called Usagi-san's Fairy Tale Fantasy Book. Usagi means bunny or rabbit, and it's by Kotori. And it comes with downloadable PDFs, so you can download some PDFs from here. And then it has a theme of fairy gardens to starry costumes, cute jewelry, and then towards the end of the book, there's actually a craft section where you can color color on certain certain drawings, or you can just color and then you can cut it out basically. Again, I have not really colored in this because I just like looking at it, and then you can tell that this is so detailed. It has a soft, very soft look to it. Let me see if I can change the light here. Maybe this is better to make it more bright. but you can see that's so detailed. It's so pretty. I love the softness to it. It's not so bold, if that makes sense. And if we turn to the next page, again, some more softness. It's so pretty. Got a Christmas theme here. And then this coloring book also has a section for on how to blend colors, going light to dark, and what's good, how to color, what's not good, to make it look more, you know, make it look more organized as you're coloring. And then here's the free PDF if you want to download it. And then introduction, and the coloring begins. And as you can tell, it's a bunny themed coloring book with so much different types of settings, even just some random items like different outfits for the bunny. It's so cute. So cute. And it's got other animals as well, lots of jewelry. And then as I kind of skimmed through here for you guys to see, I wanted to show you the back page where here you can cut out, you can color these, and then you can cut them out and just make your own, I don't know, jewelry, like maybe something for kids to enjoy. You know, you can see this is the front, this is the back part of it. And yeah, it's so cute. Okay, so this next one is called A Dream Room by Chiaki Ida. And the theme of this one, there's no animals in this one actually. It's more of a theme of doll houses, or what you find in doll houses. And again, towards the end of this book, I'll show you in a minute, it has a section where you can color some items and you can cut them out as well. And it's more of like a setting, as you can tell. I did start one, but again, I just never finished. And sometimes you do see, you know, a random girl here, sort of like a dollhouse theme. Sometimes she's there. Sometimes she's not, like here, but she's right here. Such nice details of everyday items, everyday duties, like she's cooking or baking, food, shoes. Such a nice little setting. Gives me Ghibli vibes, honestly, because of the everyday settings. And then I wanted to show you the part where you can cut out things. The paper is different, it's more thicker, but I think this is something that you can give to a kid, that they can color, they can add their own things, and then you can basically take this out afterwards. And then there's items of everyday households that can be cut out, and maybe you can Velcro. You can put Velcro on the back and move them around. But yeah. Okay, so this one is super cute. As you can tell, it's mostly dogs. Such a soft colored theme here. It's just so simple, but yet complex. This one is called Stella's Villages of Cute Animals by Park Rahi. And it's a heartwarming story of 4 seasons. So you see all the seasons here. And it also has coloring instructions as well. So let's open it up. It's so cute. Look, they're all like hugging each other. There's a little prologue. And then character introductions, the name of each character here, and then contents based on like wherever you're drawing, like what page I'm coloring. You can go to that page, and each page actually has a sample on the left, and then on the right you can start coloring. And you can go ahead and use the same colors here as here. This is the samples, the coloring instruction basically. Or you can just use your own colors that you want. But it's so cute. You can try it out. And there's also other animals as well. Like, look at that, those little ducks. It's so cute. These are mini posters. And you can take these out if you want to, like put them in a frame, or place them around your home. It's so pretty. I really do like that it comes with the mini posters. Okay, so this next one is also by, it's similar to like Bobby Goods, but different person, Coco Wheel, and very, very popular. I found this one, this artist on TikTok as well. People like to color these pages with alcohol markers as well. I think it's a little similar towards the Bobby Goods community, just obviously different type of drawing and different type of style here. But here I did, I colored here with, actually I used acrylic markers here. I didn't use alcohol markers. And acrylic markers, basically they don't bleed through the page. Even the texture feels a little more rough, and they dry faster as well. So here's a page of coloring, like just different contexts here where you can find them. You can test out your alcohol markers or whatever you're using here. And here's one I did. I didn't really like how this one came out, to be honest, because I tried to do the whole layering with the alcohol markers, but it turns out I did it wrong. You're supposed to start from light to dark rather than dark to light, and I started from dark to light, I think is what happened. Anyways, I did end up finishing this page of the ladybugs. It's really cute. Here's another one. I really enjoyed this one. It's adorable, just a bear in a bakery. A little mouse and a little clock, alarm clock. So cute. And then this is actually the page. I think I was supposed to start this, but I ended up not starting it. This is I have an Animal Crossing one, but basically you want something like this, plasticky, or you can honestly just even use paper. Something here, so that way the alcohol markers like don't bleed through in any way. Yeah, I really like this. Coco Rio has like so many different types of coloring books. I decided to go with this one, and I honestly thought it was enough because it's a lot, as you can tell. Okay, so this one here is called Yururi, the Field Mouse by Inatome Makiko. And it's a coloring book of a forest through spring, summer, autumn, and winter, and you can see that the mouse goes through different adventures. This was one of the very first coloring books I actually got here as well. Maybe the second one I got. And it's so pretty. What I really like about Japanese coloring books is the sizing, because most coloring books, they come with that vertical style or like A4 size, but a lot of the coloring books here are either kind of like more long this way or squared, if that makes sense. So I really enjoyed, when I first saw this, I really enjoyed like the actual paper size. And here's some samples when you start looking. Again, a lot of softness, such a cute setting, makes you just kind of want to jump into the picture. And again, how to color here, free PDFs to download. And this I actually did start and did not finish. But here are some more coloring pages. I don't know if you guys watched Little Bear or Franklin when you were little, but those are shows I really enjoyed. Or even like Winnie the Pooh. It gives kind of the same vibe as this. Just a setting where animals have a certain character to them, certain liveness to them. So this one I just bought, actually. I actually just bought this book, and this one is called Kuma's Delicious Restaurant in All Seasons by Shimizu Fukika. And again, Kuma means bear in Japanese. And it takes you through just relaxing moments with Gino, which is the bear's name, and how he behaves through all the seasons. And I saw this at the store, and I regretted not buying it. So then I looked on Amazon, and I said, I don't know if I should buy it on Amazon or if I should go back to the store. So we went to a different bookstore, and I ended up just buying it in person. But basically, it's just the bear. You can see that they have coloring samples here in different settings for the bear. And then how to color, how can you color with coloring pencils, you know? And then here's some characters that you see throughout the book as well. And then here's a setting. This one, what I liked about this book is that it has more simplicity to it, more than the other Japanese coloring books. It's not as complex or as complicated, especially like if you do find coloring very, very intimidating when it has too much details. But this one's a lot more simplified. It's friendly to anyone, I think, who is a beginner into coloring books as well. Now, I don't want to say it's a best for last, but for me it's a best for last, even though I haven't really colored in it either. This one is Peaceful Rabbits. The title is Peaceful Rabbits by Very Berry. It comes with coloring samples. You can download PDF as well. And it's full of nostalgia through bunnies. Now, fun fact, the artist, I follow her on Instagram. I'll put her Instagram name below. I actually met her in person about a year ago at an art bazaar here in Japan. These art bazaars, they happen like throughout all over Japan, and I went to two last year with my friends. I went to one that was in Osaka, and then the other one that I went to was in Kobe. And I met her actually in Osaka, and I was just like I was mesmerized because I've been following this artist for quite some time now on Instagram, for a long time. And then when I saw that she was there, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to meet you. You know, your artwork's beautiful. Her artwork is so nice. I have actually two of her art prints hung up in my home as well. But just to take you through here, she's got the coloring samples here that's mentioned in the front of the book. Look how beautiful it is. It's so vivid, so vivid. And it's just bunnies. It is literally just bunnies, guys. It's so pretty. Again, you know, some pages here on how to color. Free downloadable PDF if you want to download a page. And then practicing on how to color bunnies. And then it gets started. And, you know, as I mentioned, I met this artist here. She is, obviously she's Japanese, so a lot of her drawings are set in Japan, as you can tell here. Even the food or homes as well. And so here's one that I have hung up here at home. So cute. It's got a bunny with a little satchel on the side in the countryside of Japan, just posing next to some rice fields and a little house in the back, sunset setting. And this one got a few bunnies here sitting, it looks like a Shinkansen train, sort of, with the bento box and a drink on the side. Very, very, very cute. I really enjoy her drawings and illustrations and how she captures it in such a simple way, but at the same time complex. And she uses color pencil and as well watercolors. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the little tour of my coloring books. I'm so sorry that I have not colored in most of them. Again, it's just for me to look. I really just enjoy looking at them and getting inspiration, seeing how different art styles are put together, especially with animals. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and if I find a link, I will put the links below for you guys to find them if you want any of these as well. If you're a beginner look, like if you're really beginner, if you're looking to get started into coloring books, I would highly recommend the Bobby Goods coloring books or the Key Coco Wheel coloring books as well. Just be careful with where you buy it because, you know, AI is such a big thing now, and you know, people do things that are not really copyrighted, as I mentioned from this one. Just be careful, make sure that's an official one. But yeah, these ones are so much more simpler, and if you're ready to kind of step into something a little more challenging, I think this one is a good one. The Gino Bear. Again, it's still complex, but it's simple compared to some of the other ones that I had here. So I hope that you guys enjoyed these. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you for the next video. We'll see what I do. Bye.